The Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 14. John the Baptist beheaded. At that time, the news about Jesus reached Herod the Tetrarch, and he said to his servants, "This man is John the Baptist. John has risen from the dead, and that is why miraculous powers are at work in him." Herod had in fact ordered that John be arrested, bound in chains, and put in prison because of Herodias, the wife of his brother Philip. For John had said to him, "It is not right for you to have her as wife." Herod wanted to kill him, but he did not dare because he feared the people who regarded John as a prophet. On Herod's birthday, the daughter of Herodias danced before the guests. She so delighted Herod that he promised under oath to give her anything she asked. The girl, prompted by her mother, said, "Give me the head of John the Baptist here on a dish." The king felt sad, but because he had made this promise under oath in the presence of the guests, he ordered it to be given her. So he had John beheaded in prison, and his head was brought on a dish and given to the girl. The girl then took it to her mother. Then John's disciples came, took his body, and buried it. Then they went and informed Jesus. First miracle of the loaves. On hearing this, Jesus set out secretly by boat for a secluded place. But the people heard of it, and they followed him on foot from their towns. When Jesus went ashore, he saw the large crowd of people gathered there and had compassion on them, and he healed their sick. Late in the afternoon, his disciples came to him and said, "This is a lonely place, and it is now late. You should send these people away so they can go to the villages and buy something for themselves to eat." But Jesus replied, "They do not need to go away. You give them something to eat." They answered, "We have nothing here but 5 loaves and 2 fish." Jesus said to them, "Bring them here to me." Then he made everyone sit down on the grass. He took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, raised his eyes to heaven, said the blessing, broke the loaves, and handed them to the disciples to distribute to the people. And they all ate, and everyone had enough. Then the disciples gathered up the leftovers, filling 12 baskets. Those who ate were 5,000 men, not counting women and children. Jesus walks on the water. At once, Jesus made his disciples get into the boat and go ahead of him to the other side of the lake while he sent the crowd away. And having sent the people away, he went up the mountain by himself to pray. It was late, and he was there alone. Meanwhile, the boat was already very far from the land, dangerously rocked by the waves, for the wind was against it. During the last part of the night, Jesus came to them walking on the lake. When they saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified, thinking that it was a ghost, and they cried out in fear. But at once Jesus said to them, "Courage, do not be afraid, it is I." Peter answered, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you walking on the water." Jesus said to him, "Come." And Peter got out of the boat and began walking on the water to go to Jesus. But becoming aware of the strong wind, he was afraid and began to sink. So he cried out, "Lord, save me." Jesus immediately stretched out his hand and took hold of him, saying, "Man of little faith, why did you doubt?" As they got into the boat, the wind dropped. Then those in the boat worshipped Jesus, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." They crossed the lake and came ashore at Gennesaret. The local people recognized Jesus, so they spread the news throughout the region. They brought all the sick to him, begging him to let them touch just the fringe of his cloak. All who touched it became well.